Watched episode 1 of Uzaki-chan today, and it was a lot of fun. And I'm shocked that there are people on Twitter, apparently a pretty decent amount of people on Twitter, that are very upset by Uzaki-chan. They can't stand her, and it's hilarious because she's so smug in the anime too. Her personality is the perfect type to be, making people upset on Twitter. It's great. Let's take a look at what's going on. For example, there is this tweet that says, "How y'all feel about this?" Shows a picture of Uzaki-chan being all nice, standing there. Response: "She needs to be euthanized," says someone right there. Another response: "I greatly dislike the character design. They were like, let's make a lolly. Nah, man, that's overdone. Let's make a lolly with massive you-know-what. And that's how this happened." Someone else says, "Everything about her is just nah." Some of the responses, quote tweeting it, are interesting. Person says, "Ugly as sin." Another one says, "Disgusting." You know what the best part about this is to me? I think Uzaki-chan would find it very amusing that she is just setting people off like this. She is so smug, and she enjoys messing with people. It's so funny. She is great at it. I'm sure she would be highly amused by this. Now let me thank Nayan Saki for tagging me to this one. This take's interesting. This person says, "Japan is weird ASF for this. The demographic is obvious." Now, no offense to Japan, and to be fair, I think a lot of Japanese people would agree with me on this, but how are you going to drag Japan for Uzaki-chan, claiming that's weird? If anything's weird from Japan, I think probably the television commercials take the cake. I mean, some of that stuff is truly bizarre, and again, I think some Japanese people would absolutely agree with me on that one. He then expanded on this in a really weird way. Speaking of weird, this is a weird take. He says, "I don't care what y'all say to justify it or whatever." Justify what? That we like watching the show? Why do we even need to justify that? There's nothing wrong with that. Says, "I don't care what y'all say to justify it or whatever. That does not look like a dang adult at all." She's 18 at the start of the episode, and then she turns 19. A lot of people still look very young, well into their 20s. Some people, even in their 30s or so, look very, very young. This is a weird take. You're going to call Japan weird, but make a tweet like that? Okay, buddy. Okay. On that note, let me also give a quick thanks to Annie Moo Girl for the tag. There was also another blog website thing that made a hit piece about Uzaki-chan. Now, we're not going to read the full thing because I took a look at it and I did read the full thing, and most of it is just explaining what happened in the episode. And, I want to see their opinions. I don't want a recap of what happened. I know what happened. I watched it. Here's what they say. "Far be it from me to offer relationship advice in an anime review, but if the person you're with emotionally manipulates you, actively mocks the things that you enjoy, and repeatedly belittles your comfort zone, that is probably not a sign of a healthy and harmonious relationship." Almost as if this is just an anime meant to entertain people, and things are exaggerated for that reason. They play off tropes and that sort of thing. This isn't real life. This person probably spends too much time on Twitter, and that's why they are starting to confuse real life with not real life. A lot of people that spend all day on Twitter do the same thing, I've noticed. Just a hunch. They also ended their review, if you can call it that, in this manner. "I, however, am exhausted after 23 minutes of exposure to Uzaki-chan, and do not plan on hanging out with her again." It's just so funny the way they wrote that to me. "I'm not hanging out with her again. She's too happy. She's got too much energy." Shizu at Bep Delta found this. Says, "Now they are angry at Uzaki-chan for being short. We can't have nice things." Shows some images of such. This dude says, "She does not look her age in the slightest compared to the other characters in the series, and I hate it." And then there's this one. "She looks like a kid." And the last one I can't even show because it's very explicit. Some of these people are very, very mad at little Uzaki-chan, man. I guess, little in some areas, not so much others, but you get the idea. I think maybe some people just can't take a joke, and they hate how much of a tease Uzaki-chan is because they are very insecure or something. For example, our community can take a joke. I made this tweet. I quoted Uzaki-chan from this episode premiere, and she says, "You're like a pro-level loner." Some of the responses from our community, "I feel personally attacked." This is, I don't know what's, I know the cartoon, I'm forgetting the name right now, though. "Lol, I totally am. Was I summoned? Thanks. I know I am." Like, we get it. We get the jokes. And that's the thing, too. Some of these jokes are not really jokes. I think a lot of us are serious about that. I know I am, man. I am definitely a loner. And I think I could do better on that. Like, for example, I think I've been kind of a bad friend to some of my friends because I barely ever go outside. That's how it is. But we can still find the self-depreciating humor in that as well. So we can appreciate the joke, even if it doesn't really, if we're not able to relate to it. At the same time, if we relate to it, well, we don't mind poking fun at ourselves as well. because we're not like these people on Twitter who just seem to find some reason to be upset with every little thing, you know? Anyways, that's the video. I just wanted to talk about this because I finally saw episode 1, and I'm shocked that so many people are upset about it. It's just an innocent show. I don't even really like the slice of life genre. I haven't seen very many slice of life. They're not my cup of tea. But I really did enjoy this, and I will gladly be tuning in for the next episode, and so on and so on. Hope you enjoyed this video. Looking forward to catching you in the next one. I think I have only one more segment coming out today. Got some stuff on the back end to handle. But I'll catch you guys then. If not, I'll catch you tomorrow. Take care.